Good morning, everyone. So today I am here with you all to just give a review about the chapter Light, Shadow and Reflections. So as you all know, in this chapter we have discussed about light, shadows and reflections. So light is a form of energy which produces in us the sensation of vision. Shadow, reflections, these are the concepts which are related to light. So where does light come from? We know that there are the sources of light. The major source of light, we know that is sun. Apart from sun, from where else does light come from? This is one source, bulb, candles, fire, right? So these all are the other sources of light except sun. On the basis of this, we can define the objects into two categories. One is luminous and another is non-luminous objects. Luminous object is one that produces light. Non-luminous objects are not having their own light. They just reflect the light of the other objects. On the basis of movement of light, we can classify the materials into three categories. One is transparent, translucent, and opaque. Transparent are those through which light can pass through in straight line, that is glass, crystals. Translucent, through which the light pass through tissue paper, frosted light, partially. Opaque, through which the light cannot travel, that is wood. Then how does light travel? We know that light travels in a straight line. You can see here the light source is here, and when it hits the opaque object, some light is absorbed by the object and some reflects off, and that reflecting light will strike on our eye and we will be able to see the object. And if the object is transparent, then light rays pass through it easily. If the object is translucent, only some amount of light can pass through, but the rest of the light will be reflected. So we can conclude the properties of light. That is, light travels in straight line. It travels faster than sound. We are able to see the different things, colorful things, because they reflect light into our eyes. And shadows are formed when light is blocked by an object. Now you can see that how does light form shadows. You can see here the object is there. When the light rays moving towards that object from the source, if the rays are blocked by the opaque object, you can see the shadow will be there. Here the blockage is created by this object, so that's why the shadow was appeared on the screen. Now if we will move that light source nearer to that object, more light is blocked and the larger shadow is formed. So how we can make the larger shadow of the object? By bringing the source of light near the object. You can see light can create shadows. Shadows can be normally seen at night, even in afternoon. We can see our own shadow. So these are the conditions required, that the object must be opaque or translucent to make a shadow. Transparent object cannot make its shadow because light can easily pass through it. So these are the characteristics of shadow of an object. Shadow of an object is erect, that is same. If head will be in the upward direction, the head will be in upward direction. The shadow of object is real, that it can be obtained on screen. Irrespective of the color of the object, the shadow is always black. The shadow can be smaller than object, equal or bigger than object. This is the pinhole camera which we have already discussed. That a camera without a lens which uses a very small hole perched in one end to allow light to pass through. An upside down image is formed on the back of the camera which can be covered with photography paper or film. So you can see that real inverted image of that tree when the light rays from an object passes through a small hole to form an image. So these kind of natural pinhole camera you can see during the daytime when the sunlight is coming and falling from the holes present in the trees between the leaves. So these are the natural pinhole cameras. This is the activity to show, to prove that light always travel in straight line. You can see here when the child will watch that candle through the straight pipe, he will be able to see the candle. But if there is a bend in the tube or the pipe, then he will not be able to see that burning candle. Next is mirror and reflection. So plain polished surface which can make the image of an object by reflection, that is known as mirror. So the plane mirror is highly polished surface that forms images by uniformly reflected light. You can see here images appear at equal distance from the object. That distance will be same. This is image, this is object, so that will be same. So reflection of light, it is the phenomena of wave motion in which a wave is returned after impinging on a surface. Like the ray of light strikes on a reflecting surface, after reflection it will come back, that is known as reflection. We are able to see the things because they reflect light onto our eyes. This is the reason only process which is very important to visualize the whole world. You can see in that activity reflection, the ray of light from this torch, the boy throwing the ray of light on the mirror, the girl is holding the mirror, so up from mirror it is reflecting and falling on the another child, that is reflection. Same reflection you can visualize by doing this activity by using a comb and a mirror. When you will allow the light to pass through this comb, you will be able to see the reflection. See, one shadow is there of this comb. Now this one is from mirror, that is due to reflection of mirror. On the basis of this, reflection can be classified into two types. One is regular, another is diffuse. In regular reflection, the rays of light moving parallel to each other, after striking they will remain parallel to each other. That is regular reflection. Whereas on the other hand, in diffuse reflection, they are coming parallel to each other, but after reflection, they will not remain parallel. The difference between regular and irregular or diffuse reflection is this. In regular reflection, we use the smooth surface, whereas in diffuse reflection or irregular reflection, we use the rough surface. Thank you very much, children. I hope this video will help you to revise the chapter in a short time. Thank you very much.